Good evening, Right Way Living family. Good evening, and welcome again to Right Way Living and Transformation. I'm your host, Martha Wright. Hey, I just wanted to talk to you today, just a very quick little talk today. Okay, I just want you to get if you're around people that don't want to see you grow, if you're around people that don't want to move, but they want you to stay with them, in that space. They're not moving. They're not doing anything. They're not um, challenging you. I just ask for you to just evaluate yourself, especially when it's on your heart and it's a desire for you to continue to move up, move forward, and just know that there are greater things ahead. Not that people don't love you or care, but we have to be around people that's going to push us, that's going to help us, that's going to encourage us to move on, move forward. And they're going to try their best to make sure that you're getting where you're getting. It's difficult in today's world, and even with myself, I might have did this to someone before myself. I wouldn't do that if I was you, or now that's just too much for me. Saying these words, and when the person that is trying to move or trying to do better, you kind of just knocking them. You're knocking their dream, their pleasures, the things that they would like to do in life. There's a story that I heard about a turtle, a small turtle that was in a pit. It was in a deep hole, and he had like a small pond around him that he was able to live on that pond. Right, he just had enough. Just a great enough room for him and maybe a few more, but it wasn't big at all. And it was deep down in this pit, like. But each day that turtle would look up, and every day he would look up, he would see light through a little hole that was up for further up, and he would always wonder what was out there. I could see a little small light, but what is out there? So one day he was curious. He was curious. Had been content in this little pit that he was in. He had things that he needed around him, right? Just the essentials, the basics, and everything else. He had what he needed. He had this little small pond, but he was curious to see what that light was, what was up there. So one day he challenged himself, and he went up that little. He crawled on up till he got to the top. He peeped his head over through that little hole, and amazingly he saw so much: trees, the sun, people. Uh, it just a lot of different things, and it just big things. So he decided, he said, hey, look at this is awesome. I've never seen anything like this. I've been right here in this place, content, complacent, not moving, not knowing anything else. It's so much more out here. He said, so let me see what there was. Let me see what's out here. So he got on out. He came on out that hole, and he walked around, and amazingly, oh my God, he had never seen anything like that before. He got to a great big pond. The pond was more like an ocean. And he said, oh my God, where did all this water come from? I had never seen anything this big. Never have I seen anything this big. Never have I seen that much water anywhere. So as he walked, he was just amazed. And so he thought, he said, you know what? I'm going to stay right here. This is great. This is wonderful. Look how much more I can see. Look how much more I can do. And then I can invite some of my friends to do more and see more, build more, and to just have a better life. It's greater out here than it is in that little pit. Being content, complacent, no one else around. It's just so much more to see out here. So he stayed out there, and lo and behold, his life was so much better, and he enjoyed all the benefits that he had around him. Well, the moral of this story is, when we sit, a lot of us are still just like the turtle was in his pit. We get complacent. We stay where we comfortable. We don't want to move. We feel like we got too old to move, or we just don't want to do this. We just complacent. We don't want to see no more. This is good enough. This is good enough. When we can just peep out of that light, just like the turtle did, just peep and see what else there is out there, because there is greater things out there for us to see. There's more things out there for us to do. It's just not just sitting at one job doing the same thing, doing the same thing every day. This is what not talking to other people, not helping other people. Even if you're on that job, you got to reach out. You got to expand yourself. You got to talk to other people. Reach out to other people. See who may need an encouraging word. Who may need just a listening ear. Expand your territory. And that's just what this turtle did. He expanded his territory. But a lot of us, we just fine where we are. We don't talk to no one else. We don't help no one else. We just it's kind of like, I got mine, you get yours. And it's just, that's not the way God had put us on earth to be. We are out here, it's billions and trillions of people. We're not out here alone. He put us out here for a reason. To be with others, help others, teach others, encourage others. We are out here to make a difference. Somebody is sitting around that has a lot of greatness in them, that they're not expanding their greatness to something. It just, their greatness is just being dormant. Because they're not using it. They're afraid of what people are going to say or how they're going to think about them, or just a fear of just speaking out of what they need to say, because they don't see that bigger picture. They just see just what the turtle did in that little small complacent spot, and they okay with that. So a lot of people are missing out on your greatness because you're not giving it, because you're not expanding. So do you want to, I want you to think today, do you want to be like that turtle in the little pit by itself in the darkness, just there doing his own thing in his little spot? I'm good. I don't bother nobody. Nobody don't bother me. Or do you want to crawl out that hole, see the light, and go and see what else is great out there? What else are bigger and greater things for you to do? Do you want to experience those? It doesn't matter how old you are, how black you are, white or you are, whatever. There's something out there. There's room for the table for everybody. There's something out there for everyone to do. There's something out there for everyone to do. And rather than waste the time that we have just sitting in that complacent spot doing our own little thing, there's a child that needs someone encouragement. There's a young woman that needs another woman to help her and teach her. There's a young man that needs an older man, or vice versa, to listen. There's always something out there, greater and bigger things out there for you to do. So which one are you today? Are you going to be that turtle, just be complacent, or are you going to crawl out that spot and see what else is out there for you? In Ecclesiastes 9 and 10, Ecclesiastes 9 and 10 tells us, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. For in the realm of the dead, where you are going, there is neither working, nor planning, nor knowledge, nor wisdom. What this scripture is just saying is, while you are alive, while you have breath, whatever your hands find you to do it with all of your might. You do it as you're doing it unto God. You do it like if you want to, that you can sign your name on it and say, this is what I've done, because you're proud of what you've done. You're grateful for what you've done. You do it with all of your might. He said, because when death comes, in which we're all going to do, we're all going to die, he said, then you're not going to have any, you can't work, no planning, no knowledge, no nothing. It's nothing when death comes. We are a spiritual being in a human body, and God places us here. He has us here for a reason. He said, I have a plan for you, a plan that's good and not evil. So each one of us have a plan. That plan is not to be stagnant in that pit alone by yourself. Crawl out that hole and see the bigger picture. See the greater things that's ahead. See the things that God has out there for you to do, for me to do. And let's walk around that ocean just like that turtle did and just admire and see the greatness that's out there. It's waiting for us. Good things are out there waiting for us, and the world is waiting for you. So don't stay stagnant on your greatness. Get out and move. Get out and do. Get out and reach out to this world because they're waiting for you. All right. I love you all. Have a blessed day. And again, welcome to Right Way Living and Transformation. Remember to subscribe and remember to share this video with others. Be blessed and be a blessing. Bye-bye.